Good evening, I'm YAMO. Tonight's report explores the origins of one of the most fundamental pillars of modern mathematics, algebra, and the Muslim scholar whose work transformed numbers into a universal language of logic and problem-solving. The story begins in the 9th century, during the height of the Abbasid Caliphate in the city of Baghdad. At the time, Baghdad was home to the Bayt al-Hikmah, the House of Wisdom, one of the greatest intellectual centers in human history. Scholars from across cultures gathered there to translate, study, and expand knowledge from Greek, Indian, Persian, and earlier civilizations. Among these scholars was a mathematician named Muhammad ibn Musa al-Khwarizmi. Al-Khwarizmi was not simply a mathematician. He was a scientist, astronomer, and geographer. But his greatest contribution came through a book he wrote around 820 CE titled Al-Kitab al-Mukhtasar fi Hisab al-Jabr wal-Muqabala. The term al-Jabr from this title would eventually become the modern word algebra. Before Al-Khwarizmi, mathematics was largely arithmetic, focused on numbers and calculations. Problems were solved through specific examples rather than general methods. Al-Khwarizmi introduced something revolutionary. He created systematic procedures to solve equations using balance, logic, and step-by-step rules. He showed that mathematical problems could be solved through universal methods rather than memorized solutions. His work explained how to solve linear and quadratic equations. He used real-life applications such as inheritance laws, trade calculations, land distribution, and architecture, demonstrating how mathematics could serve society, law, and commerce. This practical approach made algebra a tool not just for scholars, but for administrators, engineers, and merchants. Al-Khwarizmi also played a crucial role in spreading the Hindu-Arabic numeral system, including the concept of zero. These numerals replaced the complex Roman number system and allowed mathematics to develop into the advanced science used today. In fact, the modern word algorithm comes from the Latin translation of his name, Al-Khwarizmi, showing how deeply his influence is embedded in modern computing and digital technology. His books were later translated into Latin during the 12th century and entered European universities, where they became foundational texts for mathematical education. Algebra eventually became essential to engineering, physics, economics, cryptography, and computer science, fields that shape the modern world. Al-Khwarizmi's legacy demonstrates how knowledge grows through civilizations building upon one another. His work did not erase earlier discoveries. It organized, expanded, and systematized them into a framework that humanity still uses today. Every time equations are solved, software is coded, or financial models are built, the intellectual architecture traces back to the scholar who transformed mathematics from calculation into structured reasoning. For History Watch, I'm Yamo. Good night.